Good morning and welcome back to Nomadically Pre. Have you ever been sick? While traveling to Bali or living here like me? If so, then this video is for you. So this morning I woke up not feeling the greatest. My throat's a little scratchy. I'm feeling a tad bit warm, but I also don't want to go to the urgent care. Although you'd be in and out in about an hour and a half, it's pretty affordable. I just don't feel like dealing with the wait, nor do I want to take any prescription drugs today. So come with me. We're going to go on a challenge to a local pharmacy to see if we can find the ingredients needed to do your general home remedy like you would normally do in the States, particularly in our culture as well. So I don't know if I can find any ginger ale. If you know, you know. But let's see what we can find. And in the meantime, first things first, let's see if I have a fever. Now this here is like my little at-home pharmacy basket, okay? But anyway, just like normal, you're gonna get your thermometer, and the only difference is this one is in Celsius and not Fahrenheit, which I'll convert that in a moment. I'm just in here shaking my head because I'm like, bruh, not me being sick right now. I don't have time for this. But of course it's me, so I'm gonna be silly regardless now. Listen, I could legit be having a meltdown, be sick, the sickest I've ever been in my life, and I'm gonna crack a joke, okay? Mid tears or mid cough, that's just me. Now I'm patiently waiting for this thermometer, but it's seriously taking forever in a day. But I was happy to find out that despite my crusty, rusty, dusty voice and my tight chest, I don't have a fever, which is great. I really don't understand why I feel so crusty and why I feel like my insides need some WD-40. But, we're going to figure this out. In the meantime, excuse me a moment. Bless me. Now, let me prove to you with this conversion app that it's not a fever. 98.2, perfectly normal. Let's go to the pharmacy though. All right, family. If you can't tell, I've been up for a little bit. I had to run some errands that were non-negotiable, so I just did a light beat on the face. I think getting up, moving around, breaks up some of the mucus inside, that accumulated overnight, and helps me feel better. But I know my throat is still raw and still scratchy. Feels a little difficult to swallow, so I'm outside of Guardian Pharmacy. I'm getting ready to go in here and see what I can find to stave this off to avoid the extra cost of medical care, the prescription drugs, and the wait time. So let's see what we can find. So first things first, the overall ambiance of the store is pretty welcoming. It's very clean, it's spacious, it doesn't feel cramped like a lot of pharmacies. And although the other ones are still good, sometimes you just want a pleasant shopping experience, especially when you're not feeling the greatest. So this to me feels like a Walgreens or a CVS if it were just the medicine section. Like they don't have birthday cards and alcohol like our drugstores at home, okay? Now these packets and the yellow boxes are amazing. I'm going to talk about those in a moment because that's what I'm going to end up getting. I'm just going to get another brand that's a little bit less, as you can see there. Now these gummies, they're more so for hair, skin, and nails, but I wanted something with some zinc in it, so I decided to grab some of those as well. And as we all know, these quick onset issues are typically viral like a cold, so you can't completely get rid of it, but I wanted something to better manage the symptoms and prevent it from getting worse. And of course, in the effort of protecting others, I did go ahead and purchase some more masks. Now, I have not seen Hall's cough drops, but this Woods brand is pretty awesome. They have different intensities written on the pack, but baby, the extra strong will make you feel like you swallowed some Vicks Vapor Rub. This other brand is pretty good, but I'm gonna just go with the Woods because that's what I know. I'm gonna stick with the strong and go for extra strong another time, baby. Now, I almost forgot one of my favorite orange vitamin C booster drinks that I found since being in Indonesia. Mwah. It's literally chef's kiss, okay? But before we check out, let's make a quick honorable mention of some of the other things that they have in this location. Now, when I say variety, I mean just that they have everything from your collagen vitamins to your everyday supplements, and they have a pretty good selection of different vitamins. They have your shampoo and conditioners, and even a brand I grew up on, Mane and Tail, so that was cool. All your typical first aid items, pain relief items, so if you have any kind of pain, they have a solution for it. Speaking of solution, I know that's one of those things, if you wear contacts, it's easy to forget, so they have you covered as well for those items and any other things eye care related. Men, your shaving cream, your beard care, all that good stuff. And then for our ladies, of course, when that time of the month comes, we have all the things that we need as well. Now, I may have to do a skincare routine for the girlies because listen, they have all the brands that we know and trust and love back home. And get this, you can get tretinoin over the counter. If you know, you know. That is not a thing back home that is prescription only, and it's only $3 to $6. So I'm gonna have to show you how I went from this to this. So I'll make that skincare video, but let's check out with the conversion. So the vitamin C drink is 11,000 rupiah, which is 67 cents. The cough drops were 12,500, so that's 76 cents. The mask were 26,500, which is $1.62. The immune booster pills were 39,500, which is $2.42. And then the hair, skin, and nail gummies were 33,000, which is $2.02. And finally, my natural herbal booster syrup is 26,000, so that's $1.59 for a whopping grand total of 149,000, which is $9.12. And I don't think that that's a bad deal for all the stuff that I got. So family, this is Guardian Pharmacy. Now let's go back home and whip this all together. Here's a final look at everything that I got. Again, this is just simply amazing pricing. I mean, I feel like the cough drops at home would have been at least $3, and this total would have been at least $20 to $25. And again, this was only $9.12. So let's put everything together. All right, so I'm back home. I'm changed. I'm getting ready to medicate myself with these items that I purchased. So let's put together this tea, first of all, because I need something warm to soothe me and get me comfortable and ready to sit curled up in front of the TV on the couch and probably nod off like an old lady. So let's make this tea. All right, so finally, I'm going to have my immune boost with some water, followed by my vitamin C drink. So this all combined should help me to feel better pretty quickly. This is a quick boost to my immune system, i.e. IM boost. So let's go ahead and take that. And then like some cold water. Oh my God. Now I'm going to do my vitamin C drink. Listen, these are like little sodas. They are fizzy, but they're not actually sodas, but they're very fizzy. They're really good. You don't have to wait until you start feeling some type of way to drink these. You can get these at your local pharmacy, Endomarts, M-Mart, Alpha Marts, all the Marts. And they're very inexpensive. I showed you all the flavors. They're so delicious. They're so good for you as well. So let's go ahead and drink that. Mm. I like to savor it a little bit. They're so good. Oh my God. It's like a healthy version of Fanta. Mm. A lot of times I drink all of it. Sometimes I will only drink half. So this is going to be one of those times. Now, in a time like this when I'm sick, I'm super happy about the convenience of being able to just get some hot water from the dispenser. I don't have to pull out the tea kettle and all of that nonsense. So love that for me. And it gets really hot. Like, look at the steam, okay? Let's put this together. I'm going to use my syrup first. It has like ginger and lime and honey and all that good stuff. It's like a hot toddy without the whiskey, if you will. And as you can see, it looks like a syrup, so that's pretty cool. And then my brown rice tea is literally my favorite tea here since being in Bali. I feel like my Asian friends will be very proud of me with this little, concoction here. So once I get that all mixed up, I am gonna also add in some manuka honey. I don't use the white sugar even in my tea when I'm feeling well and I just want some tea for the day. I don't use white sugar. I always use honeys, particularly manuka honey. It's my favorite. I did also add in some fresh lemon, and all of that is in the package, but I like to double down. So let's also drink straight from the package. Now, while that's steeping, do know that these are very strong. Okay, it's like the liquid version of a cough drop, if I could describe it. And a lot of people will just take it directly out the pack. So the last little bit that's left, I'm gonna take it right out the pack. Minty. That is so strong, y'all. Ooh, yeah. Imagine 4 or 5 cough drops, melted, not diluted, all together. That's what that tastes like. It's strong, but it's good. I feel the tingle. For the tingle, that's good. Now, one thing we know when we get sick is that we were told you better get in there, wrap up, and sweat it out. So I'm throwing on my favorite robe that I have with me here in Bali. I need to get another one, but this one's gonna have to do. It's nice and soft, but it's not as thick and warm as I would have liked, but I'll be okay. So, fam, that's pretty self-explanatory. You just go to the pharmacy, get the items you need for your home remedies, and then you save a little time, money, and headache of not having to find the urgent care that suits your needs and that's closest to you. So, if this was helpful, let me know in the comments. Also, tell me your favorite home remedy that you use when you feel yourself getting sick at home. Now, I'm starting to feel already soothed a little bit in this area, so I'm happy for that. But if you have questions, let me know. Just a quick note, you don't have to go to a Guardian pharmacy. Any place that says Apotek, that is the Indonesian word for pharmacy, so you can pop in and out of there. They're not all created equal. Some are bigger and smaller than others, but in any event, you will be able to find what you need somewhere on this island while you're visiting or living here. So if this was helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm talking all about my journey and my experience of living in Bali, as well as what God is doing in my life. So it's really an all-around approach to just this whole life that I'm living these days. If you have questions, let me know. And as always, thank you for coming to Nomadically Breathe. Bye.